Jane. Very well.
Last name Doe.
um,
I'm
the
just putting that into your character sheet, by the way. So,
Okay.
alias Jane.
Uh, sorry, I can't. Been coughing a lot last few hours. Damn it. The matter I wish to speak to you of, however, you must get you and your people, all of these pilgrims, off this ship as soon as possible.
What do you mean?
I mean just that. You saw what happened. That's only the tip of it. This ship is teeming with heresy.
And how would you have this information?
It is my mission to clean it.
Now, as I said, I would afford you with respect, and I am going to do my best to do so. But
You're
you're
completely bonkers.
putting me in a very precarious situation here, telling me a ship is full of heresy and expecting me to somehow evacuate hundreds of pilgrims by myself?
I know it is not an easy task, but we do not have time or the choice. We must get them off before the ship sets sail.
uh, okay, you're going to have to do some sort of role to convince her. So you don't have very good fellowship. You don't have any sort of deceive, charm, command. None of that is trained for you. But your background, I have decided we're going to modify slightly for your monastic upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
That I'm going to be giving you the Imperial Creed Common Lore at +10 for free for choosing monastic upbringing.
Oh, I already had that apparently on the sheet.
Did you?
Yeah. See Lore Imperial Creed +10.
Like as like you put training into it? Like
yeah.
I don't. What I see here is Common Lore Ecclesiarchy, Common Lore Tech,
all right then.
Forbidden Lore something or other.
I might have added it by accident.
But any of. Okay. Well, still, you've got Imperial Creed +10 trained, so. Oh, that was your roll. Okay, sorry. So your intelligence is ungodly high, although not quite as ungodly high as Krios's.
Well, he has tech.
And so that
he is a living computer.
3 degrees of success. Basically, how would you want to role play out that role?
Let's see here. Did we ever come up with a name for the church, or?
You mean your particular sect?
Yes.
Or I think we maybe did come up with a name, but I couldn't remember it right now.
Okay.
So,
okay,
yeah,
basically,
you can come up with another name right now, or just say their sect name, whatever.
I'm stuck at naming stuff, so I'll just we'll just hand wave that little bit there. But basically, I'll get closer to the booth and go. All right, listen, I'm with I've been sent here on a mission from the whatever sect. My job is to clean out this ship entirely of its heresy. And unfortunately, I had to use you and your people to help infiltrate it, but now I need to get you and all of you out of here as soon as I can. If the ship is allowed to leave port, who knows what could happen. Once the ship's in the warp, there's no telling what sort of horrors might be unleashed.
I have led several pilgrimages in the past, and each time I've had doubters and those who would spout that ships in themselves are heretical, for nothing should be able to cross the void by entering the warp. But the people you speak of, I know, and a warning from them is dire indeed. I will gather my pilgrims, but I do not believe that the other sects here will listen to me, despite knowing that they are as strong in their faith as any other pilgrim here, albeit their faith may be slightly misguided. I do not want to leave any of them to such a fate, and I would think that perhaps it would be better if I had my own people solidate against such a threat. Surely we could fight against any such incursion or corruption. Do we really need to flee? Fleeing it's not the way of the God Emperor. It is, we should fight against corruption. We should rally with you, Jane, and fight alongside you.
I admire your I admire your enthusiasm. However, my mission is nearly complete. In fact, if it were up to, I know that some of the other members would not even think to warn you. However, I am extending my mission to try and get as many of you out of here.
Okay, she's going to have to roll intelligence to see what you're alluding to there. I'm going to make that a public roll. Are you suggesting that your mission is already... You've already put something into play that will prevent this ship from entering the warp?
Indeed. Time is running short, though. I can only delay it for so long before my hand is forced.
I see. Very well. I will gather my pilgrims. Perhaps you can speak to the other preachers and the other leaders of the other sects. Perhaps they will heed your warning as well.
Of course. Now go. Take your people as quickly as you can.
Okay. Joe, you know Haley has a rough decision here. She could either get along with her mission, or she could try and evacuate more people by appealing to more of the leaders of the various cults.
Mm-hmm.
So are you going to make that decision now, or?
Yeah. Like, she's going to try. She's going to try.
Try.
But she's going to try, but she's on a time limit.
Mm-hmm. And now you would also remember that you do not want to complete your mission while the ship is still in port.
Yes.
Because that would be... Yeah. And then could you send me a message in private reminding me what exactly I had told you was your target for your particular mission?
Spelt something like that.
Yes, okay. Great. So, yeah. So she'll basically say a very quick prayer to ask the Emperor to give you divine guidance in your merciful work, and pray that your soul will be protected in whatever coming events may transpire. And she'll leave to go back to her congregation and try to change their minds about going on the pilgrimage.
Okay. Oh, I am so sorry.
Gonna roll for that. Public. Ooh, yeah, it's clear that she's having difficulty. Her flock is confused by her sudden change of opinion. Some of them are asking what, because the arbitrators were shooting the lesser pilgrims, and it's she's losing control of her flock.
I'll step outside and try to. I am so sorry. Analyze what's going on. Just like try
Sorry,
to.
what?
I'll step outside the booth and just like scan the room, see what's going on. If there's like any more Arbites and whatnot, and try to single out the
Basically,
leaders.
there are just a couple Arbites who are standing at the doors now, trying to just sort of, like earlier, the pilgrims were all just shoved into this room together. You were able to sneak out, no problem. Now, however, there are Arbites standing guard at the entrances and exits.
Joe, cause a riot to escape.
Let's see here.
So it hasn't turned into a riot. It's just...
No, I'm saying cause a riot. That would
Oh.
distract the Arbites, so then you can easily slip out.
Brilliant plan.
Nothing bad will happen to the pilgrims, I swear.
Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, damn it.
having difficulty thinking with your illness.
No, just, the coughing is just getting really frustrating right now. I'm just trying to think of what to do here. Because she's having trouble getting hold of the pilgrims again. I don't have the fellowship to try a speech. But, then again. So it's like a podium or something here?
You bastard, start running.
Nope, no, it's pretty much just a big old cargo hold that's got basic bunk cots set up here and there, a couple of locker chests, floor lockers, that sort of thing thrown here and there, some very simplistic bathroom facilities, and the confessionals.
Okay, so there's no like raised area where someone can try and get more attention?
There are some raised balconies that would be out of reach for you, that are basically observation decks way up, because it is a very tall room. It's like a cargo hold, so
Yeah.
it's easily 3 stories tall.
Okay, you said there was lockers, right?
Yep.
How high are the lockers, and how high is the ceiling from them?
You'd stand a better chance standing on top of the confessionals.
Okay. How do I want to do this? So right now there's still just like general, no one's getting along, just a lot of rabble.
Yeah, and some of the other sects are using the example of the dead pilgrims to say, see, our faith is the true faith, not them. They were punished. We weren't.
We were hiding.
I don't have anything that can amplify my voice, do I?
You would have various tools. So I'd say your mask, we could say, was actually a full box grill. So if you want, you can make a tech use test to modify it to amplify your voice.